What does it mean to be a man in the context of Christianity? Does the Bible offer a blueprint for masculinity? These are the questions that often stir up conversations and debates in our society. Consider the story of David, a shepherd boy who would become the king of Israel. His life offers a captivating narrative about masculinity within the context of Christianity. David, as a young lad, was not the strongest or the most physically imposing of his brothers. Yet he was chosen by God to be king. Why? Because God saw in David a heart that was aligned with his own. David's story challenges the conventional wisdom about masculinity. He was not chosen for his physical strength or stature, but for his heart, his courage, and his faith in God. David, the shepherd boy, defeated Goliath not by his strength but by his faith. He was a warrior, a king, a poet, a musician, and a man after God's own heart. David's life gives us a broader perspective on masculinity. It's not about physical prowess or dominance. It's about having a heart that seeks after God, a courage that stands firm in the face of adversity, and a faith that remains unshaken despite the circumstances. Let's also reflect on the life of Jesus Christ, the epitome of love and sacrifice. Jesus was gentle and humble in heart, yet he was strong and courageous. He stood up to the religious leaders of his time. He drove out money changers from the temple, and he willingly laid down his life for the sake of humanity. Jesus was compassionate, loving, and patient, yet he was also assertive, bold, and fearless. These biblical narratives paint a picture of masculinity that is multifaceted. It's about strength, but not just physical strength. It's about courage, but not just the courage to fight. It's about leadership, but not just the ability to command. It's about love, patience, humility, and faith. To summarize, the Bible offers a nuanced perspective on masculinity. It challenges the stereotypical notions of masculinity, emphasizing that true strength lies in character and in a heart that seeks after God. It highlights that courage is not just about physical battles, but also about standing up for truth and righteousness. It underscores that leadership is not just about wielding power, but about serving others with love and humility. So when we talk about masculinity within the context of Christianity, let's remember the lives of David and Jesus. Let's remember that being a man is not just about physical strength or dominance, but about having a heart that seeks after God, a courage that stands firm in faith, and a spirit that is willing to serve and sacrifice for others. This is the kind of masculinity that the Bible celebrates and encourages. In the end, it's not about conforming to societal norms or expectations, but about aligning our lives with the values and principles that God upholds. It's about being men after God's own heart. That is the true measure of masculinity in Christianity.